to commemorate the end of this great season of anime, we are going to be dressed in the appropriate formal attire, and yeah, it's been a while, but last episode was obviously a pretty explosive one. Kanai-sensei actually managed to get Akane, and Mugi just kind of had to be sad about it. That was honestly like really a sad scene because like Mugi realized that he just needed someone to feel like better for, and like someone he felt he could fix, that kind of thing. And it was just yeah, sad for Mugi, but um yeah, I forgot. I honestly, what's the other girl's name again? Whatever. The main girl, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Like, ever since the thing with Etchan, I feel like she just kind of fucked off. So we'll see what happens in this finale. Hopefully, we'll be putting a nice bow on things. Ah, November. Ah, yeah, it's fall. Because in Malaysia, I don't really have many seasons, so it's like I have to think. Okay, what season is that? Then yeah, it's fall. Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Oh, and also goodbye. Also goodbye. Okay. Oh, no one talked. Bellflower Festival. That's the first time I've seen that in a romance anime. Maybe it is like a school festival, just like they call it that. This is autumn. I cannot wait for winter. That's her. What a name. Well, even in the cold place, because I'm in a pretty cold room right now with an aircon, I still drink cold stuff. Like, that's cold water. So, I don't really, like, change my drinking preferences based on the temperature. But then again, I've never really experienced, like, piercing cold, like, really cold, like, harsh cold stuff. I've never really experienced that, so what do I know? I feel like this is something that a lot of rom-com protagonists say. The seasons change and I'm being left behind or some shit. But you know what? I feel like she has grown. I feel like via this whole ordeal with Echan and everything that she has developed, and she's moved, or at least moving on from Kanai Sensei. I still don't remember her other name.
この前の文化祭の係決めの時休んでたでしょステージ係になっちゃったんだけどいいかな
Oh, so they're doing a school play. They're doing like a play kind of thing. I think.
何すればああ全然搬入とかは軽音部のやつにやらせるからタイムスケジュール管理とか簡単なことしかないからお願い
Okay.
だから行ってこいっつってんの。
Yeah, I don't remember that. It's been a while. I don't remember that. When was the last time they've even talked? Mugi and her. I honestly don't remember.
まあいっかやるよはあやったーこれで係埋まった
Whoa, censor that shit.
ありがとう安ら岡さん
Can you say your name, please?
もう暑くないよ
Mugi? Was this? I don't remember it being November when they had that scene, so I'm assuming that it kind of been that this is Mugi directly after the whole Akane thing. How do I remember everyone's names but her? It's like, what the fuck? Does she like him? Cause like I remember that one scene where after she got rejected and just kind of sitting there like waiting for Mugi. I remember that. But then she went on to Echan and there was a bunch of shit that happened. So I always assumed that she realized she didn't really like him, but maybe this entire time they did still like each other?
ムキ
Not even an episode title, just straight into it. Alright, let's get back to the rest of the finale.
お兄ちゃんの式は春休みにやるんだって
Jeez, they're actually going through this. They're actually getting married, damn. I remember that from last episode, it's just... That's quick.
丁寧にも本人が直接知らせに来たのだ
He's not wearing his glasses, I don't... Oh, Hana! Thank God! Thank you! He's the one that reminded me, god damn it. Thank you, Oni-san.
おめでとう帰り道少し話した麦のやつダメだったんだ
What? Like, okay, maybe she's talking about something else, because like, I assume when she says it didn't work out for Mugi, like, he means the thing with Akane, but he literally just said that he was getting married, so I don't really... Maybe he means the talking that they had, yeah.
いい君
急でびっくりした。
全然
なんで？
皆川先生のこと好きなのバレバレだ
Well, yeah, okay, but just because you're in love with someone doesn't mean you get married with them so soon. Like, bro, this thing is taking your time, okay? And I'd appreciate it if people did that in relationships.
それよりメガネやめたんだね
Yeah, and he stopped wearing that. I was wondering, like, can he still see? Because I can kind of see without my glasses, mostly. Not really. Oh yeah, he broke them. I forgot. Forgot they broke. Yeah.
メガネ壊しちゃってついでに。
コンタクトにしてって言われたんでしょ
なんで？
バレバレ私はメガネの方が良かったけど
Thought he was gonna reach out for it, but nah.
だって
So maybe she even wanted to reach out for it. Like she instinctively kind of reached out for his hand, but then she pulled it back and went into that position. Like, could be a bit of a metaphor for like how she wishes she could get closer to him and be the girlfriend, but ultimately just kind of has to stay with herself.
今のお兄ちゃんは昔のお兄ちゃんを思い出して
What?
少し胸が苦しいから
式来てくれるかな。
That's painful. That's painful. I can totally understand if she doesn't want to come. Like, she told him already how she feels, so it's just... I get that you guys are basically like brother and sister, but for me at least, I'm not going. I don't want to get cocked.
Hana ちゃん。
No? Interesting, she thought of Mugi there. I think it's because like she's moved on and she realizes that she doesn't want to get hung up on these whole feelings anymore. Moving on to Mugi, maybe? Still don't really know what happened after that.
行くよ当たり前じゃん
Thank you.
ありがとう。
That's good. What are those? Because they're not really fireworks. They're just kind of like puffs. What are those things called? What the fuck is that? Wait, what the hell? What the hell is this? Who are these goobers? This guy looks alright. This guy is trying and failing to mog us. This dude in the middle looks like a fucking clown. What's with his nose, bro? What the fuck? Bro thinks the Ikemen? What the hell?
はいじゃあこれが本番のタイムスケジュール最終版前日までの準備で疲れてると思うけど頑張りましょう
fuck
おい
is
リーダー上座ってるぞ
このステ
what? Glazed what do you mean eyes are glazed over? Like is it baggy or
ージ先生にやたら気合い入れてたからな。
おいそこの男子生徒 AB
male students A and B. They just NPCs to her.
得しやがったら
Yes, ma'am.
今回のキャンプファイヤーにぶっ込むいやなんとか形になりそうでよかっ
Did you guys even do anything? It sounds like this girl did all the work and everyone else just kind of fucked off and gave each other roles.
たね
おい
迎え来ちゃった彼氏
Okay, you have a boyfriend. Alright.
ともあるんだ近くせん
See, I don't. It's a dumb joke.
だよ
何時間ないの
大丈夫大丈夫なんかもう疲れちゃった
じゃあどっかで休もうか
やだでも静か
She's jealous too. She's jealous of the Hey, you know, I always get kind of jealous of like the couples in my college. It's just it's less jealousy, more of awkwardness. Like, oh, I was talking to the dude, now I was talking with his girlfriend. Ah, shit. I don't know. I'm just gonna walk around in a circle. That's genuinely what I do sometimes.
誰といたいかなんて頭に浮かんだいくつかの選択肢はそっとしまい込
You
む
know, what if you just don't? Like, what if you just don't need to be with people and you can just be happy on your own and find your own happiness? Like, why don't you just do that? That sounds way better than like chasing after Mugi or whatever. Like, just being able to be on your own, be alone, sounds great to me.
どこから見るまずなんか食べようよ賛成
ステージ担当の時間まで暇だな
よろしくお願いしますファッションショーやってます
Fashion shit, what the fuck? I mean, it's better than what they did in Toradora, but that's a pretty low bar. I don't understand how you're gonna do a fashion show.
ぜひとも見ていってください素敵な作品がいっぱいです
You think Akane is in there? Doing the fashion? Nah, way. That'll be fucked up. No.
早く終わっちゃうよ
Oh, is it the music? Is that a dude or is that a girl? I honestly think that could be a dude. I think that's a dude. That might be a guy. Show me that stick shift. It's Akane. No way. Oh, piece of shit. Nah. She redeemed. It's just. I'm being dead ass. I was joking when I said that. I was joking. I thought it didn't make sense to put Akane in the fashion show, but no, she's actually there. What the fuck, man? She does look pretty, but come on. What kind of face would she have? Let me try and predict this. Because it's like, she shouldn't be smug. Maybe she's just gonna give a bit of a smile.
私の方がずっと長くまっすぐに麦を好きだったわ
Wait, what?
だからすっきりしてん
Oh wait, it's the other one. I thought it was Akane. No, it's the other one. The Nijika girl. I don't like
の
her.
あんたも自分だけで歩いてみたら
Okay, that's her little feathers. She's the feathers because she's like the angel. But Akane is like... Akane is petals. Yeah,
わ
it
かるわ
makes sense. I don't know why I confused the two.
ありがとうございました
A very interesting fashion show. Are they just gonna do that again, or is it? Yeah, are they just gonna do it once? how's this gonna work?
すっごく良かったよ、かもめバタさんの。本当？刺繍細かすぎ。全部自分でやったの？すご。
She did all the makeup, did the dress. That's impressive. That's impressive. Thought it was like a pre-made dress.
おい、もしかしていつも着てる服も手作り？そうだけど。やっぱりそうだったんだ。前から聞いてみたかったんだよね。ねえ、今度作り方教えて、のりこちゃん。
Mocha, that's her name, yeah.
私はまだ。
遅いよ、安らうか。
I feel like it's just she has to like someone, right? Like to move on, she has to like someone, and I've been through that. You know, I know how that feels, where you just need to be in love with someone. You need to have a crush. You need to have someone you like, maybe even intensely. And while I do still like someone, like someone right now, I think for the longest time I just didn't, right? I didn't really like anyone, and that was still a rewarding time because you don't need to like someone to live. You can still you can live on your own. You can live with your friends, and it's just I don't know. I feel as if she's one of those people where she needs to be in love with someone, needs to like someone, or else she just feels like shit, right? She just needs to move on, needs to just keep getting new crushes and everything, and it's not good to be that kind of person. You should be able to sit with yourself for a little bit, sit in rejection for a little bit, let it simmer, just live, man.
さっさとみんなを手伝いな。
やべえ、もう待ってあれどっちの？
間に合うな。
What is she doing?
安らうかさん、配線コード持ってきて。
あ、はい。ごめん、安らうかさん。チラシ配り手伝って。はい。安らうか、そこの機材裏にはけといて。どれですか？早く。
Okay, goddamn, that's good. I mean, this is her project. Like, she's a leader. She needs to get this shit done. Like, yeah, honestly, the attitude makes sense. They're very rushing right now. You can't really fault her.
失礼します。
On time,
誰もいない。
If Mugi shows up here, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed.
疲れた。
Well, I feel like everyone's tired. That's not an excuse for you and only you to laze around. Like, you have to understand everyone's doing work. Like, obviously, no one wants to be like putting in this much effort, but we are, right? So you either do it with the team, or you just be a jackass and not do any work.
一人は心地いい。
See?
一人はいろんなことが見えてくる。そうだ。
Yeah, I agree. Like when you're alone, sometimes like your emotions are so much easier to control when you're alone. And so you just like the most sober you'll ever be, and you can actually like think things through, think straight a little bit. And you know what? Being alone's great. It is, right? You can control your emotions much better. You can just talk to yourself, enjoy shit that other people might judge you for, or enjoy shit that other people don't enjoy, and that's completely fine. Right? Being alone's great. I love being alone. I'm alone right now, and you just gotta learn to like that. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just a skill you need in life.
だってもともと一人だったんだから。
一人が怖い。
今はもう元から一人だし、みんな一人だから。
Yeah. But like when you say I was alone to begin with, like were you happy alone? Because like it's one like obviously that's a good response. Like you can be alone, yes, you can physically do that, but can you be happy while alone? Right? And if you can't be, then you need to learn how to do that. Okay? Because it's one thing to be like, oh, I was alone originally, but if you were also unhappy originally, then that doesn't mean anything. You need to learn to be happy with yourself alone as well.
じゃあこれにも意味なんてないか。
ないよ。ない。
Well, okay, just because she's fine being alone doesn't make a kiss meaningless. Right? That's not how that works.
じゃあなぜ私たちはあの日約束したんだろう。
Oh, why? Like if they're fine with being alone. Well, sometimes you kind of need someone else, right? Just because you're fine with being alone doesn't mean that you can be alone all the time, right? Like I would get very lonely if I was alone all the time, but I can be alone. And they just needed someone for that moment in particular, where they would be rejected by the person they like, and they just need someone there, someone to comfort them. Like that's fine as well, being able to lean on someone, as long as you just don't depend on them too much and you can be alone.
どうして
Right? And that's the thing, you can only think about this when you're alone, not only because everything else is so hectic, but because when you're with people, you can't really like think about such personal, like inner thoughts. You can only do that while alone. That's why you're so sober alone. That's why you can think about your emotions when you're alone.
寝ちゃってた
Did I fall asleep?
寝ちゃっ
Well, yeah. Grammar stamp.
てた
Moogie, please don't be.
肩凝った
Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? I was literally just talking about how that would be bullshit. Come on, man. This dude. How do you even... Was he just sleeping there the entire time with her?
どうして私たちは出会ったの
It's actually a very nice visual where it's like they seem like they're talking to each other, but they're actually talking to like other people, and it's just, well, what does it represent? Right? Maybe they want to get closer, but they're actually not. I don't know. March is in flashback or flash forward? I'm assuming it's a flashback. Like this is when they met, right? This is when they met.
はーい有志の方は終業式終わりに集まって
Never mind, it's a flash forward.
まあたかが先生同士の結婚祝いに超重労働じゃん喋ってないでキリキリ動いて実行チームでしょ
The fuck is the action committee? Is that like, do they help out with like all these events and shit? I wouldn't want to be a part of that.
いいからそこのもう使わない工具裏に戻しておいてまただから早く
Jeez, woman. Alright, damn. I'd date her. I don't know about you, but I love a girl that will yell at me. And be mad at me. It's why I like my current crush.
倉岡さん俺も手伝うよおっと
He's a simp. This grade A simp. Grade S simp, man.
ありがとう
自分森山って言います今年から同じクラスで
He's shooting his shot. He's shooting his shot with her. Alright, let's see if he... I don't think he's gonna succeed.
安ら岡さん早く荷物
ごめん
That dude sounds so familiar. Who is that guy? I'll figure it out later.
ありがとう手伝ってくれて助かったよ
安ら岡さん最近あわやとはどうなのここんとこあんまり二人でいないみたいだし
Still think?
安ら岡さんもしよかったら俺と
Oh, dear basketball! Dear basketball! Yo, wait a minute!
はいはいそこまで
Alright, Chai, you cut your hair. You cut your hair. You look one of those like girls that can pass as a guy. That's weird, cause like I would say tomboys, but that's not really what a tomboy is. That's what is that? Like a femboy, a mal girl? A mal girl? I guess, a male game.
花火は私んだからうかつにアピールしないでくれる？行こう。
Seems nice. I mean, I think she would have rejected him, but he seems nice.
ごめんなさい。でもありがとうございます。
Has changed. Remember, in the beginning, she was like the worst thing, like the most disgusting thing is when you're being confessed to, when someone likes you that you don't like at all. Right? That's the worst thing. So, it's a bit of an evolution of her character in that she thanks him, right? She actually kind of appreciates the fact that he did like her, even if she doesn't feel the same way. So, I guess it shows a growth in her because back then she was also kind of disgusted in herself and how she was having feelings for a guy that very clearly didn't like her back, and she felt disgusted towards herself, which is why she kind of projected that onto other people. But now, because she's been able to find herself a bit better, understand emotions better, and forgive herself, now she actually does appreciate when other people have feelings for her, even if she doesn't feel the same way. Character growth.
ちゃん
大丈夫。さっきのは冗談だから。
なんであんな。
まだしばらく言い寄られたくないでしょ。
ちゃん。
So, I'm assuming that the whole Mookie situation still isn't very clear. Like, they just haven't talked at all for the past few months.
ありがとう。
うわ、なんで
Whoa.
優しい。めっちゃ優しい。
はいはい。
Don't fall in love with her for that. I swear to God, girl, we don't need more. I mean, I love Yuri, but we don't need more of it.
わかったから鼻かんで。
もう話しかけてくれないかと思った。
Aw.
そんなわけないじゃん。ごめん。
Also, they really got married quick if they got married in like 4 months. Like, Kanae and Akane, like, damn, they got married quick. Jeez, that's certainly gonna work out. Like, listen, I'm sure they are gonna work out as a couple. It's just, to me at least, you're getting married that quick. There's bound to be shit that you learn about it from each other. Fucking hell. There's bound to be shit that's gonna piss you off. There's bound to be shit like that. I just think it's a bad idea. Right? Don't do it. At least a year. No, at least 2 years, in my opinion, before marriage. Jeez.
ね。時間かかって。
But then again, it's the other side of the argument where it's like, oh, if I know they're the one, then why don't we just get married sooner? Like, how do you know that? You need to know a lot more about someone before you get married with them, because it's a very big bar that you have to live with them. At least, like, you need to at least be living with each other before I can even say that you should get married. At least that, because there's so much you learn about each other when you live together. So much, and that will determine whether you can get married or not. Once you start living with each other for a couple months, only then after that can I accept the fact that you're getting married. Only then.
髪切ったんだ。
Took you long enough
うん。
to notice.
あ、入試の時の。今日はお下げじゃないんだね。
ああ、うん。
触ってみてもいい？
I've never seen girls do that. Obviously, I can't ask, but I'm thinking of like girls. Do they? I don't know about that.
髪サラサラ。下ろして正解。
その時私はなぜだか許された気がした。まるで初めて息するみたいに世界が私を受け入れて、そして
Imagine this one.
その髪型も似合ってる。
I guess. Yeah, no, I don't really understand why she cut her hair.
さっぱりした
Uh-huh. They got married in this fit. This is the fit you get married. This is the fit you get married in. All right, whatever you say, man.
こういうのもいいもんですね。
いや恥ずかしい。これみんなからの寄せ書きです。
Signed a card.
ありがとう。
安ら岡さん。安ら岡さんは先生たちの結婚式行くんでしょ？いいな。
Okay, so this isn't like okay, this is just them like announcing it to the school. They're not actually getting married at the school. They're getting married in a better place. Thank God, thank God. I thought they were actually getting married in the school, but no. All right, that's a dumb idea.
私まだ結婚式って行ったことない。
私も初めて。
I don't know about you, but I've been to a lot of weddings because in Malay they call weddings kenduri, and in these kenduri they always serve a lot of food. So a lot of the time, my parents brought me to a kenduri, and they just got me there for the food. They didn't really like. They were invited, obviously, but they didn't really like speak to the spouse to either of them. So we just went there for the food. So I've gone to a lot. Now I've gone to a couple where they were actually close family. We took pictures and shit. Said hi to the bride and groom, but we don't really. I haven't done that all that often. In terms of the amount of times that I've gone to a wedding versus the amount of times that I've actually like talked to the bride and groom or my parents have, that ratio is a very large one.
やっぱ憧れるよね。大好きな人と一生を添い遂げる。
It's a little bit of jealousy.
憧れる。
Well, I don't really have one of those. I don't really have a dream where I like spend the rest of my life with someone like that. Because I just can't imagine that, like committing myself to one person for the rest of my fucking life. I can't imagine that right now, at least. Maybe I just haven't found the right person, but to me, it doesn't seem. It's not something I'm really thinking about. I can have crushes, but I never really think, oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with them. Like, no, I just think they're cool. Oh, she's talking to her. No.
ブーケトスよ。
トスって。
Ah, you know when they get married in the movies and they like throw the bouquet? It's like that, but she's kind of awkward about it.
投げてないじゃないですか。
受け取って。
なんで私に。
Why is she cute now? What the fuck? Akane was not always this cute. What the fuck have you done to her? This man's been able to domesticate this woman.
いいから。わかりました。
あかねさん。
So un.
次は取られちゃダメよ。
よ。
What is she? Does she mean Mugi? Is she talking about Mugi?
余計なお世話です。
Oh, she means Mugi, alright. Is there some visual representation? Is there some kind of like metaphor here? Where like she's handing her the flower and it's just like a metaphor for like... I don't know. Maybe it doesn't mean anything, it's just being nice. I hope so.
あの日の約束にも積み重ねた日々にも意味なんてなかった。
I mean, a lot of the time people spend together is meaningless, but individual moments might be meaningless. But I think when you take all those moments together, they form a bigger picture and they have together as some meaning, right? Like I think a lot of the time I spend with my friends is meaningless individually, but when you take it together, it's very meaningful. And I feel as if I've changed as a person, I've gotten better, And that's meaning to me, at least. That's meaning to the times that we've had together. So yeah, not only yeah.
初めはただ寂しくて触れたかった、君の熱に焦がれた。
Back to November.
花火。
私たちがかつて交わした契約、
The first one.
二人とも恋に破れた今ねえ、契約はもう無効？
Hmm?
それとも新しい契約をもしも結べるなら。
Are they? Is she gonna?
ごめん。
Oh yeah, because I remember as when he left her there, he sent the text, "Gomen, I'm sorry." So, thanks, I guess, for leaving me there and saying so. Yeah.
ごめん。
謝んなバカ。
No, he should. That was a really jackass thing to do. He definitely fucked up big that day. She needed him. He was off that fucking Akane, even though he knew it was wrong. Like, yeah, you know what? I think he's got a bit of fault here.
言っとくけど、あかねさんは変わったんだ。
はいはい。
だから、
She's like, I don't want to hear this about her, another fucking woman.
分かってるって。お兄ちゃんが最後に選んだんだから、私が間違ってたんだよ。それくらいには私はお兄ちゃんのこと好きだったよ。
Look at that, though.
もう大丈夫。
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't think she's okay now, but she can at the very least accept the fact that Big Bro chose her and that she loves him enough to trust his judgment and trust his judgment that she has changed and become a better person, a person worthy of him to marry.
言葉にしても平気。
Are you sure?
麦もよく頑張ったね。
Did he? I feel as if he fucked up, man. Like he realized how I guess toxic his feelings were, and there's that. But it took him getting completely rejected for him to realize that. So he still went way too deep in, metaphorically and literally. Literally, not literally.
お前も。
I guess.
私たちは初めて触れ合うことを避けて、言葉を選んで相手を思いやることをしている気がした。それは今までしてこなかったことだった。
Like all this time, they physically comfort each other. They kind of used each other for like the physical touch. You know, they wanted to feel that kind of comfort. But now they're actually talking to each other, addressing each other as people, and maybe that's why she said, "I fell in love with your warmth." Because this moment, not anything before then, this moment with his warmth right now is what made her fall in love with him.
いろんなことを話した。たくさん。今までの分も。なんか長かったな。
That was your first. Oh wait, yeah, it was his first. It was her first. Because like since yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yes, it was her first love, and that was very long. Is it better for it to be shorter or longer? I guess shorter. No, I guess longer. No.
初恋は叶わないって言うしな。
Same to me too. But that's okay. Like it's an experience everyone needs to have, you know, having a first love and having it not work out, being able to deal with those feelings. There's a certain amount of emotional maturity that you get after that kind of experience. So I don't know. I feel as if everyone needs to experience that at some point. Just like I feel like everyone should experience a relationship at some point. It's just great. Unless you're Airways, then you don't need to.
日は秋なのに 暖かく差し込んで埃を照らして空気の流れは緩やかで使い古した木の匂いがして時間は永遠で一瞬で私は静かに息を吸い込んで決意をした。
Is it love? Oh.
私麦に出会えてよかったな。私
But
たちは本物を探してる。それが簡単に手に入らないことを知っている。どんなに願っても祈っても届かないものかもしれない。今度はもっと傷つくかもしれない。それは私たちをもっと孤独にするかもし
the cousin dude, bro, this dude. Oh my god, this
れ
guy.
ない。
But
だけど求め続ける。
このまま
離れたくない。
いつまでも
離さないでほしい。ずっと
引き止めたい。
終わりたくない。
but
引き止めてほしい。
終わらせたくない。でも
さよなら。
今救われなくてもそれでいい。私たちは本物を探してる。そのために生きていく。
that is the ending that I wanted. That is I had to let that play out because I was processing everything and I had to because this is what I wanted. Oh, okay, obviously the end. But fuck, okay, we'll talk about that later. But this is the best ending because I was thinking, okay, maybe they're gonna do it, maybe they're gonna be together. But then but then they kept going, and they didn't do it because, well, they're looking for true love. They're looking for real love, and like Kage-sama said, it's a tough thing to find. Even the smartest of people with the sharpest of minds, it'll be difficult for them, right? And you're gonna get heartbroken, you're gonna face more heartbreaks, but they wanna find true love. And they realize that this isn't love, right? They were just using each other for warmth, and while it was nice to have a final conversation there, and while it is very comforting, it's not what love is. It's not real love. And as much as they wanted things to not end, might yearn for things to return with that little flower petal there, it isn't love, right? And they don't need to be saved yet, which I think means that they don't need to have that kind of like coping comfort that they used to have, you know, because they haven't been rejected again yet. But they'll continue to live on. So, yeah, that's it. Look at that. Episode 12, A Story of Two. This was, in fact, a story of two. And it's nice, their emotional journey, them realizing their feelings for the person they love. And even if, especially in Mugi's case, it was kind of toxic, right? Feelings he shouldn't have had. It was a very good learning experience. I don't think it was his first love, though. And I think they've definitely grown from this experience. They've learned a bit more about what love is. And while they probably don't know the entire story, no one does, it's an experience that they're glad to have. They're glad to have experienced this because, well, they know so much more about love now. The next time they think they may fall, and for, you know, a future relationship. It's useful info. But that's gonna be the end of this reaction in this series. For this episode, I think it definitely felt very, this last episode felt very interesting. Like, it just kind of felt like we were tiptoeing around that question, tiptoeing around the question of, like, what's going on with Mugi? What's Hana and Mugi doing? right? Because it is like an ending to a lot of these characters. Like I do want to know what happened to Echan. Don't know what the fuck happened with Mokka at all, and it was kind of fun, but like it really felt like they were tiptoeing around this question of like Mugi, and I think that was a very good choice because it showed that they really should be alone for this part, and they really shouldn't like use each other for warmth and comfort anymore because that's all they really were to each other, just kind of warmth, comfort. And while it is nice to be comforted by the person you love, maybe that's not enough. Maybe that's not enough, and it clearly wasn't for them. So I don't know, they just needed to show each other alone, isolated a little bit, and be fine with it. Now, this was a bit of bullshit here, but honestly, this was the best ending that this story could have had. One of the better endings, sorry, not the best, obviously. But this was a good ending for this story, and I don't know, I liked it. Now, in terms of the entire anime itself, I think this was peak. Like, it is a lot of bad decisions. A lot of characters make absolutely terrible decisions, and I can see the train, and it's like a train wreck we can't look away from. But to me, at least, that's part of the appeal. It's part of the appeal in making these characters very layered because they feel that guilt, and they're high school students. They're not really that mature, and even some adults would make these kind of bad decisions. But they understand what they're doing wrong. They understand what they're doing is wrong. They really don't like it, and they learn from it. They grow from it. They actually become better people. They come to understand more about their feelings, more about love in general. And I'm glad it didn't work out well as a couple. I'm glad they're not a couple because I was kind of scared they might be at the end there, but lo and behold, no. They really just wanted each other's warmth, and that's a great story to tell. It's honestly a great message to tell in terms of like understanding your own emotions and dealing with rejection in the wrong way, in the right way, and I hope that everyone can watch this anime and grow from it, grow with the characters, because this was a great show. I think these characters were very layered, very well developed, and it was just very riveting throughout. There was not a moment of this show where I thought that it was really boring, and I was always engaged throughout it all. And I don't know, man. It's just a great show. Now, what am I going to give Scum's Wish? A good question. A good question. Because, we have a lot to talk about. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. What am I going to rank this anime? A very interesting question. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Alright. So, Scum's Wish, I think I'm gonna give it a 9. Maybe an 8. I don't know, but this was a great show. This was a great show. Between 8 and 9. There's not really that many clunky parts, so I think I'm gonna give it a 9. It was a great show, really deep show, and a very spicy show, obviously. I don't know, man. Like, Kikook obviously marketed it as some kind of really spicy show, and I knew that it would be spicy. But this is honestly just good. Like, this was just a good story to tell, like I said before, and a nice message about love. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. If you're still watching this video for whatever reason, go away now. But remember, for subscribing, liking, ring the bell, comment down below, and be sure to check out the playlist over there for all of the scum'swish content. And as always, until well, you'll see what happens. Goodbye. Sayonara.